Press Sports Side Live. Hi, everybody. I'm Richard Strahl. I'm with Bob Gibson. And we're certainly glad you joined us tonight. We're going to have a special edition tonight, Bob. It's pretty much the year end of the season, and here we are.
You know, it's spring. It's the springtime. And, you know, just around the corner is the end of the school year. It's hard to believe we're wrapping up the 22-23 school year. Unbelievable. This thing has gone by so fast, Rich.
It certainly did, and we had a lot of fun this season. Tonight, we got a special program tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. We got the...
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the big stories from this year. We're coming to the end of, you say, the school year, typically, of course, sports and everything. And two of the big stories going out. Number one is Robbie Wygott is leaving the Southern section. What does that mean, Bob?
We've known it for a long time, right?
Yes.
You know, Commissioner Wygott said, "Hey, you know, I'm gonna hang it up. You know, this has been my last year." And then we thought, man, it's a long school year, right? Well, it's almost there, right? And congratulations to the commissioner. A lot has happened during his tenure, you know, with the Southern section. But you know what it means is, you know, a change in leadership, right? So you know, the change in leadership can lead to fresh ideas.
Let's get into the shot. Let's get into the shot together. All right, go ahead. Bob, as you were saying.
Let's go to this camera right here. All right. So a change in leadership can mean fresh ideas coming in, you know, and you know, it's a fresh start, right, for the Southern section, and it's a unique time. You know, some TV deals that are going to have to be worked out for the Southern section, and so it'll be a new era, right? As it is every time we get a new commissioner, we've had a new era, and so you know, we don't know who the new commissioner is going to be yet. They haven't announced it.
Still taking applications.
Right,
here,
exactly. You know, I hear John and Dan are up for the job as well.
Yep.
So when we get there, you know, we'll get there.
We'll know somebody then.
But we've seen a lot of success in the Rob Wygott years here with the Southern section.
Yeah, Robbie Wygott came in, and the first thing he did in
All right, so you know, some of them are controversial, but it's going to be like that under any you know, era of leadership,
Yes,
right? So
yes.
we're talking about the biggest section in the state of California, and a lot of the big name schools are right here in this section. We're going to talk about some of those schools in just a minute, but you know, I think going forward, I think the Commissioner Wygott has left this section in a good place for the next commissioner to come in.
He's changed it a lot. The landscape is totally different than when he came in, and that's the sign that you did a good job when you came in, and things are better for you now than they were when you took over.
Yeah, that is for sure. That is for sure.
Bob, some of the other things we were talking about is the changing of the guard at modern day. It's something you cannot look away from. Bruce Rawlinson, been there forever, won a national title, championships. He's finally decided to hang him up, as everybody knows. And now he has McManus is coming in.
34 years for Bruce Rawlinson, right? And announced he was leaving. A big, long search took place. Modern Day finally landed with Frank McManus. He's a longtime defensive backs coach with the Monarchs, so he's a very familiar face.
Yes, indeed.
Everybody in the program knows who he is, so we're not talking about somebody coming in from the outside. A lot of speculation who would get that job. I mean, the two most high-profile jobs in high school
Hey, I heard there was a lot of people looking at that job. Even Coach Prime was thinking about it before he took the job at Colorado.
The list is long, but you know, that wasn't the only job. We had 3 job openings in the Trinity League this year. That's unprecedented. Servite ended up with Chris Reinert. He's a familiar face as well.
I don't know, man. He's defending national
He's
champion.
the defending champion. He's ready to get back to work.
Well,
he's already into place.
I'm already, I can't wait to see what's going to happen at Mater Dei, and it's going to happen at Servite. Servite has to get back up on top. They were there. They were the big dog before Mater Dei and Bosco started taking over the last decade. They've owned it. Thomas couldn't bring the magic back. Now we'll see what happens.
And don't forget, Servite just 2 years ago had that magical season with all those seniors. They actually beat St. John Bosco and had that great run, and it fell short. Didn't quite get the championship, but then fell off this past year and graduated so many players. So I don't expect that it'll take too long to get Servite back to the top of that league again.
And before we get on with the rest of our program, Bob, got to congratulate Corona Centennial for winning the Open Division.
Man.
I just
Josh
love
Giles.
it. And the public school all the advantages the privates have had all these years. And Corona Centennial, the last couple of years, has really come into their own. And, just destroying opponents. They're a national top 10 team.
I tell you, that football program and the basketball programs out there are just, they're just running the thing out there. They get all that talent in Riverside County out there, in that Corona area. So many great athletes in that area, and they get most of them to stay home. That's the key. They get a lot of those athletes. They all stay home. They want to play there at their home school. Yep. That is a big key.
Can't blame them. All right, Bob. Well, we're going to get ready to talk to some of the kids here.
Absolutely.
From the Together Ship. Right now, let's go to John Conti. John standing by.
Hey guys, John Conti standing by with, of course, Dan DeForest, one of the sponsors of Prep Sports Media with DeForest Real Estate. Dan, what do you think of this Togethership? I mean, what would you have done with a school like this?
Oh my God, I love the program. It's, my favorite subject was PE. Who didn't love that? And they got the great programs of football, baseball, basketball, and they get to study in a top-notch school. So very lucky and great program.
And I've actually been around the school. It's really cool. I mean, they really care so much about the education. These kids are getting meals during the day that are well-balanced, good nutrition. And look, everyone's, going to go to high school. This is a great place to start. It's the Togethership. And we're just really, really, really excited to have them in the house today to be able to talk about this sort of show. And, of course, we'd like to thank our sponsors, as always, of course, DeForest Real Estate. We have Level Up Cycle House. We have so many wonderful sponsors that are riding this wave with us. We cannot do this without your support. Of course, Rock and Brews, where we are each week. We really appreciate Rock and Brews. Come on out, enjoy some comfort food with a rock and roll vibe. And we got Ream, a new degree of comfort. Thank you to Joe Shippey and Ream. DeForest Real Estate, of course. Dan DeForest, big sponsor of the show. We appreciate Dan. Modern Woodman. They're going to help you out with any of your needs. And, of course, Lighthouse Escrow in the house, one of the big sponsors of Prep Sports Media. And, of course, Life Design Financial, Mr. Scott Warner. Again, guys, we cannot do any of this stuff without our sponsors. So, again, we thank all of our sponsors. We have Next Gen Heating and Plumbing. And, man, Dan, this is going to be a great night tonight. Suzuki's one of our sponsors, too. So hop on your motorcycle and take a ride. Suzuki, one of the sponsors of Prep Sports Media. All right, Dan, again, are you going to send your son to this school to play some baseball?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking into it. This looks great.
Do you know how good we would have been if we had this sort of school?
I know. This is fantastic.
I think I would have made NFL, NBA, everything if I would have gone to this school. Probably not. All right, Rich, enough of our nonsense. I'm going to go back to you with Devin Quinn, the founder of the Togethership.
Thanks a lot, John. I appreciate it. I'm sitting here now with Devin Quinn. He's the founder of the Togethership Middle School. And Devin, I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. What a fantastic job you guys have done over there.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having us. It's awesome.
All right, so you're one of the founders. What was the impetus? How did this come about?
Well, to be honest, I'll say IMG Academy in Florida was a huge inspiration and motivation. When I was younger, I thought it was unbelievable that there was a school dedicated to athletes, that you got to show up every day. It was almost like going to Disneyland because you got to play sports, and some of your classes were mixed in with athletics, academics, all throughout the day. And so really it was a chance to how do we bring that to the middle school level instead of the high school level? And here in Orange County, some of the best high schools in the nation, right in our backyard, how do we get these kids prepared to go compete at that level? That was the big thing of getting these kids ready to go play in high school, football, basketball, baseball, as well as the academics and everything that comes with it, but preparing them to excel in high school.
Now, I'll tell you, if this had been available back in the day, I mean, I'm sure a lot of us out there watching this, us older folk, would have done this. I would have definitely gone to a school that would help me forward myself in sports as well as academics. I've talked to a lot of the kids at this middle school, man, and I think I'm talking to seniors in high school already. The way they carry themselves, the verbiage they use, it's just been inspirational to see what's going on. I think these kids are getting a lot more than I certainly got back in the day.
Yeah,
in terms of education and life.
Creating good humans, that's really what it's all about for us. Creating good humans. That's the focus of everything we do. And just a holistic wheel of, it's not just about sports. It's not just about academics. There's a lot that goes into being a good human. And being respectful, treating people with kindness, all of that is what ultimately makes you the best athlete that you can be. But I think if you ask most of the kids, ask the staff, creating good humans is all around our main goal here at Togethership.
Yeah, it's amazing. No, Devin, the athletes get to go to class, and athletics is part of the curriculum. And it seems to me like a good way to go, because I'll tell you right now, a lot of these kids, they go to school all day, then they have to go to practice, and they're stuck out there for hours. You don't get home till 7 or 8 o'clock at night. Nobody wants to study after that. So the way yours is structured, they're getting it when they're wide awake and getting good instruction.
And in between their academics. I think, you think back to when I was in school, like sitting there for 6 hours in class all day, learning about stuff maybe I wasn't extremely passionate about, just seems like a recipe for not having success. And so my whole thing was, what if you mixed in the sports class in the middle of the day, speed class after math class, and strength training after your science class? I bet you that the kids would be a lot more in tune when they show up to their class and eager to learn and just excited to show up to school. Like overall, sometimes we don't have school scheduled for a certain day, for a holiday, whatever, and the kids come at me like, hey, why don't we have school? Why don't we have school? I want to be at school. They really understand the value that is provided to them each day.
And you get that feel as you talk to all these kids. All right, we're going to have Bob Gibson now is standing by. Bob, who you got?
We're over here on the side stage with Kylie Husbands. She's a basketball player at the Togethership and an 8th grader, right?
Mm-hmm. 8th grade holdback.
No, okay, so right, you said holdback. Now, back in the day, when you just said the word holdback, people went, right? But that's not a rare thing anymore, right? So this is the second time that you're going through the 8th grade. What's the advantage for you of doing that?
There's so much advantage, just size, getting an extra year to develop, and especially being at this school, you're getting that strength training and speed and sport all the time. It's really beneficial.
What are the big parts about the Togethership that really, have kind of just drawn you into it and made you want to be part of it?
The culture. It's a very competitive environment, but at the same time, we're always supporting each other. We're always there for each other. We're always there to make each other better at the end of the day, and sounds cliche, but it's a family, and you'll probably hear that over and over again, but that's really what it is.
So one of the things we've learned about, it's kind of a male-dominated school right now, right? Not too many. How many girls at the school?
11 this year.
11. So we need more girls. Come on, let's go. Let's get more girls at the school, right? And I'm sure they would love to, right? But so what is that like for you to be one of the few girls? Do you feel like a little bit of a trailblazer, like one of the girls kind of coming through early through these programs?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think so. I always, try to set a good example for girls that are younger who may not really be comfortable with it yet. Mm-hmm. Show, it's okay. You can do this. It's fine. People will respect you. You can accomplish your goals no matter what.
All right. You know your high school that you're going to, right? And there's a reason behind it, right? So you're going to San Clemente, but you're not new to the program there. You've been there a long time, right? Why?
My mom is actually the head coach at San Clemente. She's great. She's been the coach since I was maybe 5 or 6 years old, so I've been involved in the program for a really long time, and I really love the school, and I know all the girls really well, so going in there, it'll be an easy transition, and I'm really looking forward to it.
So Mom wasn't going to let you get away at all, right?
No.
She's going to let you go there.
Definitely not.
Talk to me a little bit, tell me about the strength training, because I think that's really a big part of the weight room there is one of the most impressive parts of this school.
Yeah, so when I first came to Togethership, I could barely bench the bar, I remember. My upper body strength wasn't great. But we have such a good program and such good coaches who are really persistent with teaching you about form and the right way to do it as opposed to, getting a ton of weight on the bar, which has really helped me become a lot stronger. And it's definitely showing up, especially this year on the court. Results are undeniable.
you feel like you're that much further ahead of your peer group because of the training, everything that's gone into it, your years here at Togethership?
Yeah, I would say so, especially because it's built into your day. Like, that's what you do at school. You don't have to really worry about it, like getting it done outside of school, because you have to do other things, of course. So it's really nice just having it built into your day. So, yeah.
All right, well, good luck. We're going to follow your career at San Clemente, and have a good one.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, that's Kylie Husbands. Back over to you, Rich.
All right, Bob, thank you. All right, I'm sitting here now with Chris Eisner, who's giving a high five.
Have to. I love that lady. She's one of our best.
There you go. Chris, you're the director of admissions and also a nutritional coach, and that's one thing I want to focus on. We don't know what admissions does, but a nutritional coach at the middle school level, I see as something that is just, should be at the grammar school level, to be honest with you, and I think you guys are on the right track.
I completely agree, right? Nutrition is 80% of everything we do in life, right? How we think, how we feel, how we respond. And we always talk about genetic potential, all right? Living out to our genetic potential. And it comes down to consistency, right? And so getting these kids and getting these young men and women to believe and understand what they need to do and really get them to understand that we don't eat to lose weight or gain weight. We're refueling our lifestyle, right?
Good
And when you're an elite athlete, you burn a lot more energy than regular normal people, right? And some statistics or some actual numbers on these youth athletes is based off their size and age. They burn 500 to 700 calories every hour of training. They have 2 a day with us.
Wow.
And then they go to practice.
Yeah.
But then we want them to think, and I want them to pay attention when I talk to them, right? And not fall asleep, and it all takes energy. So once we get to educate them on how much, what it looks like, they get out of their own way, right? Because you can create a healthy, thriving environment where they're eating right, lifting heavy, sleeping right, drinking their water, around a positive environment, people lifting them up, focusing on being a good human, substance over sizzle, and they have some amazing results.
Well, I'll tell you, every kid I talk to has mentioned the nutritional aspect of part of the curriculum at the school, and man, I was shocked by that. I was totally surprised by it because there's just a big problem in the school system where they don't teach nutrition, they don't teach about money. None of the stuff that we need to learn about at a young age.
Yeah, and I can't I'm not taking credit for any of this, right? The nutrition program is really because of the coaches around, the education, but the parents, right? It doesn't matter what I teach these kids if the parents aren't at home instilling what we're talking about here, right? I could tell them all day long to eat chicken, broccoli, and rice and focus on protein. But if they go home and their parents don't agree with it, if they're going home and they've got issues, it doesn't matter. So you got to focus on helping them figure out consistent habits, right? It's not about being right or wrong, perfect or normal. What can you stay consistent with? Because perfect and normal do not exist with human development. You can't use those words.
Right.
It's finding what brings consistency out of these young men and women. And when they do, the confidence level, right? And that's what it's about. And that's when we know they're eating right. It's because they're starting to feel themselves, feel good, right? Look you in the eye when they talk, shake your hand. Those little things, because they're confident in what they're doing. And it starts with their food. Really does at this age. We want them to be confident, get them to understand what they're eating, why they're eating it, and how it's either helping them or hurting them towards their goal. Now they can start to build some healthy habits.
And they seem to know a lot about it. Just again, talking with them, doing some of the pre-interviews, they all mentioned how important that is. And again, people don't think about it. I never thought about nutrition.
I didn't.
Probably till I was a sophomore in high school. You start wrestling, you got to keep your weight down if you want to compete,
Yeah.
So then things come into play like that. But I think it's really great. Real quick, typical day is you come in, you got your curriculum, then you go to your sport or a recent. What do you guys do? What do you call it?
So the day in the life, I'm sure these student athletes can tell you more than I could, but we start every day at 8:44, and we start every day with what we call intention. And I call it the why are you here, right? Every day we start with breathing, yoga, Pilates, Wim Hof, we switch it up. But it's really to focus on what are you here for today, right? We're not a normal middle school. We're not here to be average. We're not here to be good enough. We're not here just to get through life. We're here to be leaders. And so what is it today that we're going to get better at? Maybe you need to be in class on time. Maybe you need to talk so much when coach is talking, right? Maybe you need to focus more when you're running. Whatever it is, let's focus on that today and let's get better, right? And that's what it's about. And so yeah, that creates a great environment for them, and they really start to believe in it, and they start to see the results. Okay, so start the day like that. Our first class is at 9. Depends on their sport, but I'll walk you through like a baseball kid, right? So first period, let's say they go to math, right? So they go enjoy math after they've got their neurons firing and their endorphins going and the breathing going, and they sit in math for their first session. After class, we get out, we have first nutrition break. We call it your refueling time, right? Every one of these student athletes are knowing that they need to refuel at that break, right? So they're eating at that time. Second class, right? Their second class is usually athletic focused, right? So then we get into an athletic class, which could be baseball. So they get on one of our transit vans, take them to the baseball fields, have that class, come back. Lunch is at 12, lunch 12 to 12:30. They're refueling again, eating. What we teach is called PFC every 4, protein, fats, and carbs every 4 hours. Next class, 12:30 to 2. That's going to be their second academic class of the day, right? So they've ate, they're full, they can focus. So let's say that might be English class. And then their fourth and final class of the day is going to be an athletic development as well. And that's usually always, if we try, is weightlifting class. Why? Because when you're in high school, you're going to lift for your last period and then go straight to practice. So we're trying to get them into that same routine.
Right.
Yeah, so 2 athletic and 2 academic classes every day.
And what I'm hearing is by the time you get to high school, you're going to have all the techniques down. You're going to be fine. You're going to just be fine with it. So I think it's great. The more I've learned, the more I'm peeling back the veneer on this thing, the more I like it. And I wish we'd had this around when I was a kid, Ben. I'm telling you right now.
You, me, and every other father here probably wish that we had this when we were kids, right?
Had the ability to go.
Because sports is just the vessel, right? Sports is the vessel. There's a day where we all have to hang it up, put our cleats up.
That's right.
And it's what are you going to use with that opportunity that you had, right? Who's going to follow you, right? Who are you going to lead? And so what we're here is to show these young men and women, it's just your vessel, right? And that's what it's about. You have bigger purpose on this earth than just to play your sport. And Devin and myself, every teacher tells them, if all we do here is make you a phenomenal athlete, we failed you. Because it's just the vessel.
That's right. That's right. Like I said, the message is great. I think what you guys are doing are great. You guys got it all figured out, man.
Thank you.
I can't wait to follow some of these kids because it's going to be interesting to see where they go.
There's some of these you're going to want to follow. Yeah. They've got a future in store. Absolutely. So thank you very much.
Chris, thanks for joining us, man. I really appreciate your passion. That's what you need. A lot of schools don't have teachers with passion anymore.
I love what I do.
They're beaten down.
Very grateful to get to do what I do every day. So thank you.
All right, Chris, thank you. Bob standing by. Bob?
All right, thank you, guys. I'm here with Braden Stewicki, Talon Spencer, right over here. And different journeys, both football players, although Talon is a two-sport guy over here. But I'm going to start with you, Braden. Football player, right?
Yes, sir.
So you will eventually be a holdback,
yes, sir.
right? 7th grader right now. One thing that these two young men we were talking about before the show is they both started out by saying, hey, you know what, it's the classroom environment first, right? So we've heard a lot about schools around the country that are kind of, the academics. No, the academics is number one at this school, right?
Yes, sir. It's just like the teachers, they're always helping us. There's a lot of one-on-one time here, so we get what we want done.
Yeah, it's like a normal school environment when you're in the classroom, right?
Yeah, I mean, the greatest thing is really like the teachers at other schools that I've been at previously. I mean, there's too many kids, so you can't really like get that one-on-one experience. But the teachers here at the Togethership are just like great, really energetic, and they really care about like how you do in your schoolwork and just in your journey.
Yeah, that's big, right? To know that you have somebody that's really invested in what you're doing.
Yeah, it's great here. It's like a home to us. I mean, it's just like one day after another. It's just you're ready to get to work.
Right. So we heard about your day that goes on, right? So you're in the classroom, you're getting nutrition break time, you're getting time to just kind of be a kid sometimes, right? But a lot of your time is focusing on your sport, right? So what are you doing as a football player besides weight room? What else when you get on the field? What are you working on?
We do many drills like receiver drills, DB drills, like your specific like position to help you get better at it.
Now, as a two-sport guy, you're working on two different things, right? So how do you divide that time?
So basically, I have one day a week where I'm doing football, and then another day I'm doing baseball. So football, I'm a quarterback, so I just do quarterback drills with the quarterbacks, and we'll throw a little at the end. And then baseball, we usually do batting practice or fielding with Coach Austin, which is great. I mean, really just a great environment. Love the coaches. They like put everything they can into this. So
Now, was the football program the one with the most kids in it?
Yeah, I think so.
So a lot of time spent, with your other kids. How do you feel like you fit in with the other kids? Is there a lot of good competition within the group?
Yeah, we fit in great. I mean, we're all a family. We all know each other really well. We get to know each other throughout the year. But yeah, all the competition, we're all about pretty close. We all get good.
And it's not like it's not like a traditional school where you might play games against other schools. You're really competing, with yourselves, but it's the training aspect, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when we compete in our sports, it's really like it's really competitive, but we're all like one group of kids. So, I mean, we'll compete on the field, and then when we get back to school, we'll be buddies again, and it'll be great.
Right. Now, we hear a lot about a lot of these kids, maybe going to private schools and how the private schools are getting most of the top competition. I think both these kids are looking at public school opportunities, and I think that's great. So you have a school picked out, right?
I'm going to Capistrano Valley, and I really just thought that was the best place for me. I really love the football and baseball coaches. I love the programs. I love their focus on schooling. A lot of those guys have 4.0s, and that's my goal. And a couple of my friends from my baseball team are going there, so it just felt like a great fit.
Now, you got a couple years to go before you really have to make your decision, but you're also thinking maybe about a public school, right?
Yeah, San Juan Hills. I mean, I just love the environment. I like the coaches there. I've got to know the guys really well, so I think that's where I see myself in the future.
Well, no matter what, these schools are going to get a couple of good young men no matter where they end up. All right, back over to you, Rich. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are we back, Bob? That was so good. Bob brought a tear to my eye. Thank you. All right, I'm sitting here with Preston. And Preston, thanks for joining us first off. Preston's an interesting kid. Enjoyed talking to him on our pre-interview. And Preston, let's talk about why you're at Together Middle School.
I'm here just to get better and be around other athletes that also like sports. It's nice because they all want to get better. They're all above average, and no kids are just here for the school. They're all here to get better at their sport, get stronger, faster. It's nice.
Yep. You got to run with the animals that are like you and have a like-mind situation. So tell me about, we were talking a lot about, the academics and what you do, and it seems like you guys just have a great time over there. I mean, going to class for, an hour or so, and then you get to go work out and stuff like that. Seems like a good day.
Yeah, it's nice. So I normally start with speed, and then I go to a class, and it's nice because, you're not just in a class all day. You're, having fun. It's not just not just sitting in a room the whole time. I mean, you're normally in a room, but it's nice. We work on our vertical and legs and stuff like that. It's we do a lot. It's all different. We're never just doing the same stuff. We have legs 2 days a week, upper body 2 days a week, and it's always different stuff.
That's like a 15-foot court right there, right? You really got some sky, huh? So I take it you like basketball, and that's your key element, working out.
Yeah, basketball.
So what kind of training do you do for basketball at the school?
So we do some drills. We do a lot of one-on-one. It's not just drills the whole time we play.
Right.
And that's what you really get better is when you're playing, and not just when you're not just doing drills. You're getting better playing, using the drills that you learn, using moves, and yeah, it's just better when you're playing against each other. That's when you really get better.
Now, we talked with your coach a couple minutes ago about nutrition. Talk about your nutritional knowledge now. What did you not know before you got there? Just about everything?
Before I didn't really know about added sugar. I would just, if I'd see total sugars, that's what I would assume. I didn't really know about the difference with added sugar, and that helped a lot because I'd always stick away. Everything has sugar. I didn't always know that.
Absolutely.
So.
Bread, everything. Crackers. Yeah. I mean, you name it. The most bland food has it.
Yeah.
They put it in on purpose to make you eat more.
Yeah.
Trust me. That's why they do it. All right. And your academic classes, I noticed when we were at the school, small in size. How's that work for you?
It's nice because, I know everybody in my class. I'm not just in a class with a bunch of random people I don't know. And it's nice. I'm friends with everybody in my class pretty much. So it's a lot better than if I was just with a bunch of random people. I know everybody. I can work with everybody. It's nice.
That's great. It's really good to have like that. And I take it everybody looks forward to going to school every day.
Yeah.
from everything I talked to, you said they really enjoy the time there.
At my old school, I'd wake up and like dread school, but now, I mean, I get up and I'm looking forward to go to school, eat breakfast, and go to school, yeah.
And where are you going to high school next year?
CVCS, Capistrano Valley Christian.
Capistrano Valley Christian.
Yeah.
Well, Preston, I really enjoyed, talking to you and getting to know you the other day, and I think your school's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And, man, just soak it up because it goes fast. You already know that, right?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
You're going to be leaving that place.
Yeah.
That place is heaven.
I'm going to be there one more year. I'm doing a whole back.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. Well, you're lucky.
Yep.
You can do that. Yeah, I would do that too.
Yeah.
You got to get a little bit more beef
good
on you,
opportunity.
man. Give you grow a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Herbie. All right. Bob Gibson standing by. Preston, thanks again, man. Really appreciate your time. We'll be looking forward to seeing what you're up to. Bob Gibson, take it away.
Hey, we're going to pull a little Boogie into the show right now. Boogie McLeod is joining us over here. But you got a big fan club out here, man. You got a big fan club. Everybody knows Boogie, right?
Yep. Everybody knows me.
Everybody knows you. You play basketball at Togethership. What's special about this school to you?
This school is very special because I like the mixture of how sports and schoolwork actually combine, and I love how they mostly look for academic work, and they keep the same standards for every student. And it's not like where they separate each student, it's where we all come together and build like a familyhood, basically.
So it's not just about the athletics and then the sports part of it, too. You're getting much more out of this experience.
Yes.
It's important, right? I mean, because, sports will take you so far, and who knows what'll happen, right? Maybe someday you'll be in the league, maybe you won't. You get to play some college basketball. That'd be great. But it's the rest of your life and what you're learning there that's really going to count.
Indeed.
Yeah, big time, right? So talk to us about your basketball training. Now, your coach is Peyton Banks, right?
Yes.
Okay, so anybody in Southern California knows Peyton Banks, Orange Lutheran. Hey, before this little thing with Mater Dei this past year, Orange Lutheran was the last team in the Trinity League to beat Mater Dei. Peyton Banks was on that team with Gabe York, those great players. I'm sure you've heard some of the stories over there about the Orange Lutheran days. They had some good players and some good teams at Orange Lutheran. What are you working with Coach Banks?
I love how we integrate having fun while staying locked in. I like how we can always just push each other to be better. We have separate groups, and I love how they all just keep the kids at the same standard. They don't hold any kids lower than others.
Now, Peyton Banks was a great point guard. You want to be a great point guard, right? So what are you working on specifically in drills that's going to help make you a great point guard?
I'm working on my ball handling and my shooting abilities. I feel like my passing is really good. And, yeah. What's
your dream? What do you want to do?
I want to play college basketball, go D1.
First things first, right, though? High school, right? You got some schools in mind?
Los Al.
Los Al, all right. The Griffins, look out. You got the next great point guard right here. Boogie, congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that is Boogie McLeod right there. Wait, hold on. Elwood's got something to say.
Boogie, when I saw you, son, your personality is great, man. You have a great smile.
Thank you.
Tell me something. What do you bring to this school you coming to?
I bring energy and positivity. I love to dance, and I love to encourage my fellow peers to just have fun and just be Boogie.
Boogie Down Production. Y'all give it up for Boogie, y'all. Give it up for Boogie. Thank you. Back to you, Rich.
Thank you, Elwood. Man, Boogie's something else, huh?
He is.
He's got a lot of confidence, man. I love that kid, man. All right, we're sitting here with Slater Garrido and Slater, 8th grader.
Yes, sir.
And you're one of the bigger kids, man. All right? We've got a couple of little ones in here, but what is your sport?
I play baseball.
You're a baseball guy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how long have you been playing baseball?
I've been playing since I was about 4 or 5.
Okay. Did you play a bunch of other stuff, too, growing up?
Yeah, I played football and basketball and a little bit of soccer. My mom played big soccer.
Okay. So why did you decide on baseball? What was the
I really found my heart. I always really liked Mike Trout growing up. It's kind of like everyone's a kid's hero. But I just really liked him. I like how his work ethic. I like how he played. He always put his heart out, never took an extra rep off. I just really liked him, and ultimately I became a catcher, and I just fell in love with that. I liked being a leader, just control the field, knowing where everyone has to be. I really fell in love
Calling
with
the
it.
pitches and
Yes, sir.
everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now you're at the Togethership
Yes, sir.
and middle school, and it's different than every other
Mhm.
middle school. All your peers in your neighborhood are doing something else. Talk about the school. How do you like it?
I really love it. I like being around like-minded individuals. It really gets us up. I love having guys who, if I'm having a bad day, they can bring me up. If I'm having a good day, I can just make it better with all my other friends. It's just a great environment there. I love getting the work in. It's awesome.
In a school your size, what do you have, 125 kids or thereabouts?
Yeah, about.
I mean, what's it like knowing everybody? Everybody knows you, and you know everybody.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I love having close friends. If anything I need to talk about, I can just go straight to them. It's just really nice. It's just I love having. It's a family. Honestly, it's how you put it.
That's great. Now talk about your daily routine at school. Like, give me a typical day for you.
Typical day, I'll have English first period, do whatever we do there, and then I have weight room. So we'll do, usually it's a leg day, so we'll do squats or we'll do deadlift, and then I have speed, so we'll do 40s, we'll do top speed, we'll do agility work, whatever it is, and then I have science at the end of the day, that's my usual schedule, which is nice. Take some notes, study guide, whatever it is.
Talk about the nutritional aspect of what they're teaching you. Now listen up, guys, youngsters out there. Listen to what this guy's got to say.
Nutrition, honestly, it's helped a lot. I know my calorie intake, how much I need to be eating. I need to know how much I need to eat to recover so I'm not sore. If I have a tournament, I know what to be eating, what to not be eating, it's really nice, and it's helped me a lot. Perform better, feel better, just my body's nice, and I really love it. Nutrition's awesome.
Yeah. How much do you know now before you got there that you knew before you got there?
Honestly, I knew nothing about nutrition. I knew I should be eating protein. Honestly, that's about it. But now I know
Snickers bar was good for breakfast and stuff
honestly,
like that,
yeah.
right? Back in the day. So what is your aspiration? You're going to be going to Rancho Santa Margarita High School, which is a very competitive high school, and it's in the Trinity League. So you're going to be going up against top-notch talent. It's a good idea to come here first.
Yeah. So my coach right now, my baseball team, is the coach at Santa Margarita Catholic. I'm really close with him. I love him. He's a great coach. He helps me with everything. It's awesome. I'm really excited to go there and start a new journey.
Well, you have to be excited about where you're going if you're going to succeed. And you got to take that passion with you.
For sure.
You going to know a lot of kids over there already, or?
Yeah, I do know a couple kids.
Great.
A lot of kids from Togethership are going there next year. I know a couple sophomore or freshmen going to be sophomores. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I wish you nothing but success on your future. I think you got the right attitude. Just stay with the plan, man. Don't forget what they taught you here.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget it, because if you do, start taking steps backward. It's hard to succeed that way.
Sure.
But we'll be checking you out.
Thank you.
Bob's our baseball guy, so Bob especially will have your name. Bob will be checking you out weekly, and he'll probably be emailing you, texting you, and giving you a bad time. 'Cause that's what he does. He's a bad guy. Anyways, Slater, really appreciate your time, man. Thanks for coming out and talking to us.
Thank you, man.
All right. Hang on, Slater. We got to see where we're going. We're going to the wing contest, are we? All right. Let's go. Who's that? Is that Elwood? Take it away, Elwood.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back. I kind of missed this segment here. This is my favorite segment. Anytime we're able to talk about chicken, especially wings, I'm all in. Okay, I'm going to bring Justin up. He is the manager of Rockin' Brews. He's going to explain what kind of chicken we are going to eat tonight. Come on in, Justin. Help me out.
So we got the spiciest wings that we have. And no, these are our Chipotle barbecue wings. Chipotle is a nice little flavor. It's not necessarily spicy. So in that time limit you have, you should be able to finish them. Only sad part is you're going to have to rush and you won't get to enjoy them like you normally would. Yeah, good luck, guys.
Well, hey, thank you, sir. But let me tell you something. Anytime we can have a contest about eating chicken, it's going to be fun. My main goal, guys, is for you guys to get the chicken off the bone, get to the gristle. You're going to have 30 seconds. The winner will get $40 to Rockin' Brews. And let's give it up for Rockin' Brews. Give it up, everybody, to Rockin' Brews. So now, when I say go, I need a clock. I need a timer. Give me my hats first, though. When we eat the chicken, we got to have the chicken hats. Everybody put on a chicken hat. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no fun if you can't eat the chicken without your chicken hat. Understand it. We have 30 seconds. First name. I got this. You want to do this, sir? Or you want me to do this? I'm live. I got my judges over here. Come on in, judges. One at a time. Introduce yourself.
I'm Kylie Husbands.
Hello. Judge number 2.
I'm McKenna Smith.
McKenna, she's soft-spoken. Judge number 3.
I'm Rye Steele.
Hello. Now, listen to me. Chicken time. You the man. What is your name?
Joey Kenny.
Joey in the house. Hey, wait a minute. I thought I was the rock star. It looked like Joey is. You the man, Joey. Give it up. Who's next?
Kyle Etcher.
Kyle. Smooth as groove. One more time. I got Smiley over here. What's your name, son?
I'm Preston Getz.
Preston. Give it up for Preston. Now, you know, here is chicken is what we love. When I say go, you guys have 30 seconds to get to the gristle. Hello. Ready? Go. Talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah. Hey, hello. I might be small, but I can eat it all. Get to the gristle, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Uh-huh. Talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah. Yes. Get to the gristle. 14 seconds. 14. Hello. 1-4. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Hello. Stop. Hello. Man, boy, you look like you eating some ribs. All the sauce in your mouth. Ladies, step in, please. Help me out. You have to dissect the bones and tell me who you think won. Look at it closely. He the messiest for sure. Talk to me. Who we talk to me? Talk to me. It don't take that long, but take as long as you like. Hello, Preston. Hey, listen to me. Can y'all zoom? Zoom. Give it up for Preston. Give it up. Give it up. Everybody, I want y'all to know, Preston, you my guy. $40, rockin' brews, for some more chicken. Hello. Give it up for Preston. Back to you, Rich.
Thanks a lot, Elwood. Oh, man. Did you see that?
That's crazy.
Did you think he was going to win?
Not at first,
Between
but
the three of them?
I mean, not really.
Look at that. Heavyweight champion right there. You gotta love it, man. I love it. All right. We're sitting here with Aaron Nicasio, right?
Yep.
Senor Nicasio. And Aaron, what, you 8th grade?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about the school right now. Over at Togethership. So you've been this year. Obviously, this is your 2nd year there, right?
Yes, sir.
You didn't just come as an 8th grader. So what do you like the most about that place?
Most? Probably the weight room. You know, definitely if I'm having a hard day, it gets my anger out a little. And, you know, definitely gonna help me out when I step on the field for football.
Mm-hmm. When you go home at night, are you, like, exhausted? Are you probably have already integrated yourself into it.
Yeah,
it's just normal to you now.
Yeah. At first, when I first started at the school, I was definitely very tired for like the first month or two, but later on, kind of got used to it. And yes, I still have those days when I get tired when I get home.
Absolutely.
But my body definitely adapts to it.
Asking everybody, what is your typical day there? What is your because you're in a different sport. You're in for football. I've talked to a baseballer, basketball player, footballer now. What is your day like?
So on Mondays, I first start off the day with history with Coach Pender. Then after that, I got football with Coach E, Richie, Jay Love. Then got lunch. Then after that, we got weight room. And I finished off the day with science.
Nice.
Then
how do you like being in a small class size? That's another
small class. I love it. You know, I definitely the teachers get to see a lot of reps from me. Definitely for bigger classes, they can't really see you that much.
Yeah.
So smaller class, I feel like it's better because the teacher gets to see you more.
I was asking your friend Slater, how is he like going to a school that's small like that, 130 students in it? Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah,
You can't hide in that place.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everyone's friends there. Like at first, it might be a little quiet but later on, everyone starts to be friends. You know, every morning, you know, I see my friends. You know, hug them, say what's up. But you know, I love it. You know, I'm friends with everyone there. No beef between anyone.
Yes.
Pure friendship.
Well, I thought it was interesting, the camaraderie you guys have between each other. We're all sitting together over there, and I asked them, were you making fun of you? Were they being facetious with you? They really mean that? No. This guy's got the strongest legs in the group, you know? So it's really good to see that type of camaraderie because they were complimenting you. In my day, we'd have been slamming you. You would have said you had bird legs and everything else. But, no, I think it's really good. Academically, what are your favorite courses?
My favorite courses? Math.
Math?
Math. I love math.
Nothing wrong with it.
Math definitely came easy for me. Sometimes when I go to meet high school coaches, they're like, "Hey, what's your favorite academics?" And math. Like, math? Really? And it's it just comes really easy to me.
Listen, you're gonna have to learn all the 5-hole, the 4-hole. You're gonna have to learn all the plays. You're gonna have to keep that math in your brain. Yeah. What are you gonna play? Do you have any idea? Linebacker, running back?
Probably running back and outside backer.
I think with those legs, you should be a running back or linebacker. Either one would be great for you. I mean, I'm serious. Talk about the nutritional value, the things you've learned, because we've been really hitting that strong because, let's face it, man, the people in the middle schools just don't get the education they need to, make good choices when they eat. And that's a big part of athletics.
Yes.
You don't want to hurt yourself eating something that's going to slow you down and not help you perform.
I mean, like, when I first entered, I thought food was just food.
Yep. We all do.
Yeah. But after meeting up with Coach Eisner, he told me, he took me more deeper into what a steak would do or a bag of chips would do. Yep. See how it affects you so much on the field. So just with the small tweaks of it, it helps you out so much.
Imagine that. I mean, taking it down, that's like taking it down to the molecular level. Yeah. Nobody, I think, out there could tell you what a bag of chips does to you internally. Yeah. How, if you're trying to be a high performance athlete, how that will slow you down, how that will impair your ability to be optimum. Is sugar the biggest problem?
Biggest problem?
Nutritionally?
Probably being consistent. Definitely coming home on seeing a piece of birthday cake or something.
Yeah.
After my brother's birthday or sister's, definitely want to eat another piece. But definitely just being consistent. It's hard, but if you can do it, it's gonna help you out a lot.
Let's face it, man. You're a kid. You guys are human trash cans. You guys will eat anything.
Yes.
Not stop. I was there, dude. I know. So, but I think it's great that you're learning that at a young age. Carry it with you throughout your life. Just remember what you're learning. Never have been to a middle school where they've taught nutrition. Never. Never heard anybody talk about it. And going as far as, learning your anatomy and how things work and what will slow you down and not let you sleep at night and so forth and so on. So I think it's great. Any parting shot, anything you want to say hi to? You want to thank anybody here? Or we're moving on.
Definitely like to thank my mom. She's sitting right there.
All right. Academy Award winner. Thank you.
Definitely want to thank my siblings. Definitely push me around sometimes.
Yeah,
definitely makes me want to drive.
Keep you motivated, man.
My dad, definitely my dad. He definitely pushes me the most. Always wanted to grow up like him. Always try and follow over his steps.
I think your parents have raised you right because his parting shot is his family, and I think that's probably the most important thing to anybody. And you must have good support at home. Put you in a place like this. Well, listen, appreciate your time here, Aaron, and congratulations. Good luck. Where are you going to school next year?
I'm going to Green Lutheran.
Green Lutheran. Rick Curtis, right?
Yes, sir.
That's the head coach. All right, we'll keep an eye on you, see how you're doing. All right. Thanks for joining us tonight. John Conti and Bob, was it Elwood? What do we got out there? The trifecta? Take it away. Take it away.
We're ready to go.
Man, hey, let's give it up. Let's give it up for Rocket Brews for allowing us to be here tonight. I want to say we miss it. The rain's been good for us. I have John and my main man over here.
All right. How you doing, Elwood?
Man, it's a beautiful night.
What a great concept. What a great school.
Hey, you guys, I'm going to tell you, your families, your kids was amazing tonight. High school kids don't behave as well as your kids tonight. I'm impressed. Good job, guys. Good job.
Just want to say that you guys are doing a great job of raising young men and women. The courtesy of these kids has just been amazing, and the fact that you guys have this program is amazing. So kids, make sure you thank your parents, because you get to go to a really, really, really cool school. Let's give it up for the Togethership. Let's go, everybody. All right, let me have Anthony. Come here, Anthony.
Come on, Anthony.
Come here.
Anthony. I'm going to step out.
All right, here we go.
You go in there, Anthony. Go ahead.
All right. So when I think of schools like the Togethership, I think of kids getting ahead. I just want to point out Anthony Shippey here. He's a 6th grader. He's playing on basically an 8th and 9th grade football team. Anthony, what is it like, and does it help you to get ahead?
It helps you get ahead a lot. When you play with better people, you kind of get better yourself.
And that's the exact same concept of the Togethership. You're playing with, better competition, and I just think it's awesome. Anthony, would you like to go to a school like this where you play sports all day?
Of course, I love sports.
Absolutely. Hey, who wouldn't want to go do that? Well, Anthony Shippey, thank you so much. You're a heck of an athlete. I'm sure we're going to see you on the football field for years to come. Anything you'd like to say before you get out of here?
John's a good person.
Oh, there you go. Thank you so much for the shout out. All right. Bob, Rich, back to you, and the Togethership was awesome tonight, guys.
Thank you, guys. Bob, I've been talking to everybody tonight. Yeah. I mean, and let's be frank, and we've said this before, we all wish athletically that we had this opportunity to go to a school like that before we got into high school.
Look, this place is impressive. I mean, the more I learn about it, the more I've been on the campus, the more I've seen, the more we talk to everybody here. I mean, look, you and I, we do this for a living. We talk to high school athletes for a living. These are middle school kids. These are the most well-spoken kids we've talked to in a very long time, right? And they're all excited about being on their campus. I heard a story about one of this. They were running late for school, and the kid was going, "Dad, come on, let's go." Couldn't wait to get there, right? So, I mean, those are the kind of things, right? Kids want to be at this school. It's important to them, and you can see it right there. And every kid we talk to, they just love this place.
Bob, the main thing I can see, other than learning what you really need to know as an athlete, how to get the optimum out of your body, how to eat right, sleep, be on time, be disciplined, and all that stuff is being taught there. But again, we talk about the nutritional aspect. None of us got any of that as a youngster.
Right.
And had we had these, and if they would take Devin's, playbook, so to speak, and get some of that curriculum in these schools, these athletes would be a lot better off.
Look, when I was in my high school weight room, more guys had boxes of donuts in their hands than weights. I mean, that's kind of where we were coming from back in that time. But this is a real big time weight room they have there. And you're right. They say the habits you learn young are the ones that'll stay with you for the rest of your life. So if you can get kids to learn all these lessons to stick with them through high school, through college, and then I think the proof's going to be there. They're going to put some kids in the pros one day, no doubt about it.
Having a strength coach, too, at the campus, as well as the nutritionist, is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And like you said, Bob, these kids are about the most well-spoken we've had in quite a while. And we interview high school kids all the time.
Yeah, no.
Elwood, you got an interview?
Really true. Elwood's got somebody over there.
Let's go to Elwood before we close this out. Elwood Brown.
Yeah. How y'all doing tonight? I always scan the building to make sure I don't forget nobody. I saw Darius in the corner. I said, Darius, what do you do? Let everybody know what you do here.
So, hey, how everybody doing today? Good. So, I work in the weight room, and I do speed with Coach Dillon at the Togethership.
Well, Darius is the speed. He worked in the weight room, so that means he's trying to get y'all right. So what's your favorite part of your job?
Man, watching the kids develop. That's the favorite part of the job, man. If I can go in and help mold a kid, that lets me know I'm doing something correct, man. These kids are the future, so when we're long and gone, they're going to be the ones running the country, right? So,
man, God is good, man. When you say when we long and gone, they're going to be running our country. Absolutely. So tell me something. Leaving this program, what is your goal as a coach, as a mentor for these kids?
To meet a kid, change the kid, make sure I set them on the path for success, and just let them know that Coach D love them. That's my main thing.
Man, love is in the house, and you doing the right thing. When you love the kids, they respond to you. They'll do what you need them to do for you. I'm going to tell you something. Back to you, Rich. Darius, y'all give it up for Darius. He's a great guy. We love you, Darius.
Well, Bob, I've certainly enjoyed having the Togethership kids in tonight. They were a lot of fun, and we look forward to nothing but great stuff to come with these guys.
No, like I said, they're college athletes. They're going to put somebody in the pros one day too. This school is doing big things already. They're going to do even bigger things.
Yeah. I have no idea. I'd like to thank David Quinn. He's the founder, and we'll call him the principal. Yeah. He's the boss over at the Togethership Middle School. And I'd like to also thank Chris Eisner, the admissions director, and also he's a nutritionist at the school. Man, and that's the most powerful thing.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that they actually have classes on this stuff. Things have certainly changed, Bob.
They have media classes over there. They're teaching kids how to do this kind of stuff, get interviewed.
Yep.
It shows. You can see the proof.
I'd like to also thank all the young athletes that joined us today on the program. And I don't want to name names because I'm going to forget somebody because you had some, I had some.
We had a bunch of them.
But I'd like to thank them all. So it's well-mannered athletes and well-spoken.
Yeah,
they know what they want, man. These kids are
good
very confident.
Good kids.
All right. Also, on behalf of John Conti, Bob Gibson, Elwood Brown, Dan DeForest, and the crew here, I'm Richard Stray saying so long from your friends here at Prep Sports Night Live. We'll see you in August. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And I mean everybody, Bob.
All of you.